Good morning. It's 2:12. So why would I take a nap in the middle of the day? Well, I was exhausted. And that has something to do with the fact that I hired a self-discipline coach to get my ass in line. I've been a chronic late sleeper, late to bed, procrastinator, all the other things, low self-discipline for a long time, all the other things that people would describe as probably as a lazy millennial. See, I have 5 older brothers and my dad who have all been pretty successful in life, entrepreneurs and family men, and I've always known that I had a lot of potential personally. It might sound cocky or obnoxious, but it's just something I've always known. So a few weeks ago, I was pretty annoyed at myself because I knew I was still continually wasting my potential. I wasn't getting as much done as I could, I wasn't working as hard as I could, and I thought, you know what, my biggest problem is that I have really low self-discipline. I know I'm smart, I know I have potential, I know I can figure things out, I know I can problem solve, I know I can do a lot of things, but I just can't depend on myself to do these things. I can't depend on myself to go on a run in the morning. I can't depend on myself to work out when I need to. I couldn't depend on myself. See, I just changed it from can't to couldn't. I couldn't depend on myself to eat the right amount of food or to eat the healthy food or to eat my vegetables.
It's just so fibrous.
So I decided I really needed to fix my self-discipline problem. Now this is kind of funny because I don't think most of my brothers, and especially my dad, have as much of a self-discipline issue as I do. I've always just felt like I had extremely low self-discipline. I was homeschooled, I could wake up anytime I want and do school, I could go to bed anytime I want. I'm the 9th kid, so I think by the time my parents got to me, they were a little less strict about the rules, and they didn't crack the whip on me as hard as they did on my older brothers and siblings. So I was allowed to just be a little bit lazier. I wonder if there's somebody out there, like a coach, that could help me accomplish this. So I literally Googled self-discipline coach. And the first guy that came up was named Harris Kern. That handsome fella there. I talked to him for a little while and I thought, this guy seems like he knows what he's talking about. He seems very disciplined, he seems like he's accomplished a lot of things, and I decided to just stop overthinking it. See, I'm also a huge overthinker, a perfectionist. I think about things way too much, way too much. I could probably be like a philosopher. I just could think about things for a million years. And I decided I'm not gonna think about this for a long time. This guy seems to know what he's doing. I know I need to improve my self-discipline. I'm just gonna hire him. So I hired him and we worked out a life goal plan for myself and the steps we needed to take to get to those life goals. That's why I'm so exhausted and I'm taking a nap at 2:12 on a Thursday. Like I've mentioned a few times, I'm on my 29th day of my 100 push-ups a day challenge. Tomorrow will be my 30th day. That's gonna be an awesome milestone that I hit the challenge. I did it every day. And I almost quit one time. One night I actually got into bed and I'd only done like 40 push-ups. I was so tired. My wife's like, did you do your push-ups? I'm like, I did 40. Honey, come on, do your push-ups. So thanks, babe, for encouraging me to not break my streak, and I'm really glad that I did those push-ups that night. So this puts me at about almost 2.5 weeks of waking up almost on time every single day. Some days sleeping in a little bit later. On the weekends I slept in a little bit later. On most of those days I went running. I actually ran so much in the last 2 or 3 weeks that my shins hurt quite a bit and I had to take a break and go swimming. This morning I did cycling at the gym. According to my Endomondo tracker, in September, I ran about 2 miles the whole month. In October, I have ran or walked about 70 miles. Now it's October 26th. This journey is not even close to over. It's actually only just begun. But I wanted to put this out there to just, I don't know. I didn't know what else I was gonna talk about today that was interesting, and I thought this is something that's not something that I'm just proud of, but something that I think other people might be interested in, because this is an issue I've had a long time. And it might sound pathetic, oh, you can't get out of bed on time, you can't, hit the gym every day or exercise every day or eat the right amount of calories so that you're losing weight or you're at a healthy weight. But I know this is things that most people in life struggle with, and building self-discipline on your own can be a hard thing to do, and it was a hard thing for me for a long time. So if you're somebody out there that's challenged at these things and you're struggling, there's always, a way to do it. Practicing every day and growing. Don't get so caught up in the details of making things perfect and completely thought out. It's easy to get discouraged when you're looking at other people that are way ahead of you. For example, for myself, this is like my 14th video maybe. Yeah, I think this is my 14th daily vlog. And I look at people like Logan Paul and Jake Paul and Casey Neistat and Jesse Wellens, and I'm like, how am I ever gonna be on that level? Like, these guys are incredible. They make such amazing content. It's funny, it's engaging, it's interesting. But I sometimes forget to recognize that many of these guys have 5 or 10 years of experience on me, and I'm not doing a terrible job for having only done this for 2 weeks. I think I'm doing okay. So look at where you are in life and don't worry so much about what everybody else is doing or the level of success they have or how well their stuff looks, in whatever kind of a career path you are in. It's always easy to get very discouraged by other people's success and forget that they might have a lot more experience than you do. And they've probably all went through their struggles as well. So I just wanted to share my feeling of accomplishment, not to be vain or conceited or throw it in your face, but to, it's nice when you see somebody else achieving something, it's easier to recognize that you can do it yourself. And a lot of times we see people that seem like they're superhuman or they're amazingly talented, and I don't really think I'm much of those things. So I feel like I'm succeeding at the moment, and I don't think I'm an overly spectacular guy. So if I can do it, you probably can too. I'm sure you can. I know you can do it too. Not probably. It's just a matter of consistent effort, and over the long haul, you'll make a lot of progress.